In this video, I'm bringing you yet another product review. This time, I'm reviewing the brand new Best Extender All Day Stretcher. Now, this was kindly sent to me by Basim. I gave it a fair try. Now, how does it stack up? I would say that it has a lot of positives, but probably some negatives as well. I think it can probably be a lot better. I'm going to go ahead and compare it with the Total Man All Day Stretcher, which I've been using for years. And it's going to be a pretty short and quick and just to the point review. So let's get started. So this is the Best Extender All Day Stretcher. You can find it in the bestextenders.com website. So this is only for the All Day Stretcher only. Without cups is $129. So that's only if you want the best, the stretcher, the All Day Stretcher only. If you want to add the cups, which I haven't gotten, I should probably get them just to review them. I'm a big fan of the Total Man cups, but yeah, that's $179. So let's compare that with the Total Man All Day Stretcher Kit, which includes the actual vacuum cups. That's only $67. So it's $179 compared to $67. That's almost half, right? Half the price for the Total Man one. Now, is it worth the price? Well, we'll see right now when I do the actual review. So in any case, that's basically it. It's a super basic, if you don't know, an all-day stretcher. It's essentially something that you can use, sort of something similar to the Filosan Forte, I would say. There's plenty of studies that have proven the efficacy of things like the Filosan Forte. You do have to wear them because they're a little bit lower tension. You do have to wear them for longer. I believe about 6 hours on average to get good results. But the good thing is that you can wear them under your pants, so you can, you can do things around the house. I wouldn't necessarily recommend for you to basically go outside and do things with it, because I figure having like a vacuum cup on your dick and like going outside is kind of dangerous, right? Especially if you get an altercation or something, you bump into something. Like, I wouldn't do that. But if you're just around the house and you want to do things, I think it's a great thing. I personally use it for when I take naps. So sometimes in the day I'll get like super sleepy, so I want to take a nap, and I'll be extending, and I don't want to stop the session, so I'll just put on my all day stretcher, take a nap for like an hour or two, and that's where I use it. So that's my scenario. Now, I don't recommend that you sleep with it. I'm super advanced, and I'm very aware. I know my body very well. I know exactly how much tension I need to use, and I'm very, very comfortable doing that. But just kind of, take that as your, that's just something that I do. I don't know if I would personally recommend it unless you're super advanced as well. In any case, that's basically the gist of an all day. All right, so let's go ahead and get the review going. So this is basically the Best Extender, as you can see. Pretty sure all the dimensions are on the Best Extender website, but you can see it's about 22 inches or so in length, 4 inches in width, and it has the logo. Here it says Best Extender, right? It has the Velcro. Inside it has like this sort of plastic covering, which I believe it makes it more comfortable. And then the Velcro part. So this basically goes around your leg, and then you put it on, right? Pretty straightforward. That's how I wear mine, on the leg. So yeah, so as I mentioned, it's going to be super straightforward. So some of the things that I like, it looks pretty durable. This plastic thing inside does make it a little bit more comfortable. The quality of it is actually quite good. You can see like it has this hook. The hook is very well put together. As you can see, the quality is very good. The best part that I think is pretty genius, I think only the Filosan Forte has this. It has a built-in scale here, so you can see exactly how much tension force you're applying. You see those yellow points? I think that's genius. I love that. The bad part is that there didn't come any sort of instructions on, how much each dot is, or any sort of numbers or anything where you can actually know what these values are. I could use my fisherman scale to test this out, but I don't have it in front of me really. So I think it would be great to actually get this from the official website. So I think that's great. This little mechanism which allows you to sort of adjust the length, it's okay. I mean, it's sort of advanced, right? Like you have this little knob here. You take it off. You take this out of this little slot here, and then you can adjust the cord. If you want to lock it into place, you basically just twist this, put it back in there, and it's in place. It's okay. The thing is, like, the only other all-day stretcher that I have experience with is the really old Total Man all day stretcher. I believe this was like maybe the first, maybe the second one model that they have. So this is what I have. I actually do have the Total Man 4.0 stretcher. I haven't tried it out yet, but I'm gonna go ahead and try it out, and I'm gonna do a review on it. So stay tuned for that. Make sure you hit that like and subscribe button if you want me to review it. It's a lot cheaper, as I mentioned. You can sort of see here it's a lot slimmer, right, than the best extender. But because I haven't tried it out, I don't really feel too comfortable sort of doing a comparison. I'll do a comparison when I review the all day stretcher Total Man all day stretcher 4.0. I believe it's a 4.0. I'm not sure. But anyways, so the one that I use all the time is this Total Man all day stretcher. I have been using this for years. I think since the start of my PE career, I've been using this. And so I'm going to go ahead and compare it with that. So the first thing that I really don't like about it is how stiff it is, right? Like the material, like it's almost like too heavy duty, right? Like this material is it's a lot stiffer than this, which is like cloth. Again, I don't know how it compares with the Total Man 4. Total Man 4 also seems to be a little bit not as soft as this cloth, but also not as rigid as the all day stretcher, right? Especially like it's just like a lot rigid. It's a little bit hard to explain, but it's obviously a lot more rigid than a piece of cloth, right? Like this is a piece of cloth. So that's one thing that I didn't like. Now the other thing that I didn't like is how basically when you pull on it, you're basically pulling on it from the middle here, right? I don't know if you guys can tell. Actually, let me see if I can flip my camera here. Might make it a little easier. But yeah, as you can tell, when you have it on, right? And right, I'm assuming like the best extender has to face up towards your body, right? Like you have it on, and you pull on it, you're pulling on this part here, and because it's so low, like lower, like close to the middle and low to the actual body of the all day stretcher, it actually starts pulling it like this, right? Starts pulling it like this, which then causes this rigid part to dig into your leg, and it's really uncomfortable, right? It's so uncomfortable that I can't even sleep with it on, because I try to, and it's just too uncomfortable for me to sleep on it with it, because you're pulling on it, and this is being pulled because it's here at the bottom, and then it's it's kind of going like this, right? And then this, because this material is so rigid, it's digging into your leg. Now compare that with the Total Man 1 stretcher, right? Now this, the part of the tension, like this part right here, is a lot simpler than the way that you sort of adjust the length. But it's fine. Like it doesn't have to be fancy. Like it works, right? It's kind of intuitive. Like you just kind of go in there, you adjust the length. It's even hard to even describe how to do it. Like it's just so intuitive. But notice how like the tension point is up high. So that way, when you're applying the tension, it's more like pulling on it. It's not like pulling on the whole fabric and making it dig into your leg. Now, what I really don't like about the Total Man 1 is that this metal piece would actually sort of start digging into your leg, not because of its pulling and getting into it, but just for the fact that it's here and exposed, and it's really annoying, which I think the Total Man 4 fixes. As you can see, I think Total Man knows about this issue, which is why the tension for this one is coming out on the top, right? You see here, that's where the tension is being applied. And then here, they replace the metal part with this like plastic part, right? Which I assume is going to make it more comfortable. Again, I don't know. I haven't really tried it on. I'm going to review it. But it seems to me like this is just the design is a lot better on the Total Man 1. Again, I don't know, like the slimness, I don't know if that's going to affect things, but I'm a huge fan of the Total Man 1.0 all day stretcher. I wear it all the time, 4 years. And even though I tried the best extender ADS, I had to go back to the Total Man 1 ADS because just so the comfort, right? The cloth is a lot more comfortable when I pull on it, right? When I pull on it, it's not digging into my skin. And even with this metal piece, it doesn't dig into my skin as much as right, the best extender ADS digs. When you're pulling on it, you can sort of see like the behavior, right? Like when I pull on it, it starts to dig in, right? They provide like this little thing here, which I think kind of guides it, but it doesn't make a difference because this basically, once you pull on, this basically starts to go up and then starts digging into your skin. So yeah, I basically did not like that, unfortunately. And because of that, as I mentioned, I had to go back to my Total Man ADS 1.0, which they don't sell anymore. So yeah, that's basically it. I really thought like this has a lot of potential. The quality is great. I do think it's overpriced, unfortunately. I do think that it needs to go through some more iterations. They need to fix this so that it doesn't dig into your leg. Other than maybe make the material softer potentially. I mean, I'm not sure if like by itself it's not that uncomfortable, but I like the cloth. Like the cloth is just comfortable. So if it was like cloth, high quality, where the tension is applied comes out of here, right? I think similar to like the Total Man one. I'm excited now to try out the Total Man. I honestly like had forgotten about it until until now essentially. So I'm excited to go ahead, and I pulled it out of my closet and I'm gonna go ahead and try it out. So all in all, I love this feature where it has the tension, but I think even that needs a lot of improvement. So yeah, it's just I think it needs a lot of improvements, to be perfectly honest. So I'm very, very grateful to Basim for sending it over, but as you can tell, I'm very unbiased when even if I get the products for free. I just give my most unbiased results. So yeah, that's basically it. Pretty straightforward product with a very straightforward product review. And there you go, yet another epic product review. If you like this video, please make sure you support the channel by hitting that subscribe button, hitting that like button, leaving a positive comment, or even a negative one. It helps the algorithm. As you know, I really do this as a hobby. I'm not trying to make money. I'm not trying to sell anything. These are just products that I personally use myself, and I have a little bit of extra income in which I can spend to buy them and to review them for you guys. And the point of it is for me to find the best products for my PE journey. For me, I've been doing this thing for like almost 4 years already with some pretty great results. So I just want to make sure that I spread the word, show you guys what are some of the good products, what are some of the not so good products, and hopefully the whole industry gets better as a result. In any case, if you like this video, make sure you check out these other videos which may be relevant to you, and I'll see you next time.